So as of right now, everything is going according to plan. I'm 1 down through 2. We're playing the gold layout today. I'm not going to talk near as much as I did yesterday because this course is pretty straightforward. I will go into more depth about the gold holes out here. First one being hole 3, par 4, 750 feet. If we have a tailwind or left to right, then I'm going straight up this gap. Any other wind, I'm taking a big hyzer out around Harry Potter tree. But this wind sets up pretty nice. I'm just trying to nuke this DD3 up there anywhere past that short basket and to the right. I don't know why I couldn't talk right there. Couldn't think of a word to say. Executed, I guess. So the wind is less for the tee shot, more of the second shot. The basket is just behind all those woods. It's a tough birdie to get, and the only way that I can get it is going forehand over the top. That's where the wind comes into play. The tailwind makes sure that I get the distance, and the left to right also makes sure it hooks off to the right. If the wind is bad, I just play way out there and then take the normal route, but it's still tough. I'm mainly looking to get the 4 unless the wind is right. Going DD3 out over the top of these trees to hopefully find a look at birdie. It's gonna have to swing. I think we're fine. I needed that to go like 80 more feet to the right. So this is the big hole that I'm looking to hit. You really got to test this tree line, and I did. Thankfully, I still have somewhat of a look at the basket, but like I said, I need this thing to really be moving to the right. Please land on my camera. Oh! I thought I was gonna hit my camera. Hey, yo! Little C2 to start the day. 100% a bonus birdie. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. A majority of the time, it is a straight headwind on that hole coming off the river, but with the first round being in the morning time, the wind might be down, so who knows? I might be able to take advantage of it, but like I said, mainly looking for the par. Along with this hole, 380 feet, par 3, dogleg to the right, throwing my rhythm, and hopefully holding the turn the entire way. Oh, smack down at the very end. Again, easy par. Easy par as in if I'm not inside C1, I'm not running the putt. This hole is very tough. If you get off the fairway, you got a sloped green at the end. So if I'm not in C1, I am laying up for that easy par. I've also had countless spit outs on this hole. So me and hole 7 are not on good terms. This is actually hole 4. Me and this basket aren't on good terms, I'll tell you that. Shot a 264 rated U-disc round yesterday at Pleasant View, so that is our goal to beat. Right now, we are looking pretty good as long as I don't screw up and take any bogeys, but I do have that bonus hole to back me up, so I can't afford 1 bogey technically, but I'd still rather go bogey free. Be nice. Be nice. I think that was pretty nice. A very steep uphill 30-footer. Like I said, just inside. It's the elevation that's more of a problem, and you do get the rare rollaways. So it's one of those putts where it either has to go in or just please airball. Hopefully not the latter. Dude. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm not wasting all these birdies. Oh, this is the type of practice round that you want. The confidence that I have with this Midnight Prowl 2 is crazy. Alrighty, par 4, 530 feet. You've seen this hole a million times. So I'm going with my flippy DD3. And basically it flips so much that I have to put this on a crazy hyzer angle to where it almost looks scary, but it'll end up working out. So gotta trust it, gotta keep it underneath the ceiling and see what happens. Just, dude, oh my gosh, what is going on today? Oh, that's probably not good. I hit the gap though, and it's gonna be an easy birdie. But I thought I put it on enough hyzer. This ended up being a lot better than I thought. I knew I was gonna be in circle 2, but I'm like in the middle of circle 2. And I honestly thought I was gonna be out here in the rough. I was probably looking at about 50 feet or so, and I am feeling it. Yes, sir. Oh, you could hear the hesitation in my voice. That'd have been crazy. But we still have the birdie. Dang, dude. By the way, if my mic is glitching out, I am so sorry. I'm getting a DJI one soon. Just gotta give me a little bit, you know? Mics aren't cheap, but if this weekend goes well, I will have one ordered by next week. My goal for this weekend is to be around 5 down. I think if you want to have the lead, you need to be a little bit more than that, but I'm content with 5 down. We're currently at 4 down. We are shooting pretty hot. Hole 10, 350, up the hill on the right, then have it hyzer finish down the hill towards the basket. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I am not trying to hit that gap. I'm trying to go right, but I keep pulling it inside. One more practice throw. That is what I'm trying to do. And you will see the difference when we get up there. If you go inside like I did, you bring these 3 trees into play. But if you go out wide, you go around these trees, then skip down where the red one is right underneath the basket. I'm glad I didn't hit any of the trees early, but it is such a tease when you do get the distance, but you just didn't get the gap right. That's it. I haven't gotten this hole in so long. Such a tease, such a par. Practice rounds are a tricky thing because if you shoot a fire round, that gives you all the confidence in the world, but then there's that fear of like, did I set the bar a little too high? But then if you have a bad practice round, that just doesn't feel good, but you can kind of trick yourself and be like, well, maybe I got all the bad shots out of the way. But at the end of the day, a good practice round for me is just getting a nice game plan, seeing how the discs feel, how the putts feel, and that's all that I'm really looking for, which doesn't really Oh, which doesn't really matter in my case because I played this course 1,000 times, but you get the point. A little off topic, but me and Caleb played a casual round out here the other day, just playing the main layout, and I was 7 down heading into this hole. Took a double bogey. So that was kind of back to what I was telling you guys about on how that route, great for birdies, great for blow-ups also. You don't really take a double bogey going down the left gap. Not to keep tooting my own horn, but I'm not gonna lie, I think I've gotten the birdie on this hole the last 4 or 5 times in a row. Hopefully that streak stays alive today and for Saturday's round. Gonna go rhythm. All I'm doing is just going flippy fairway, hitting the gap a lot on some hyzer, getting this thing to flip up and carry. And there goes our birdie streak. Why did I have to say anything? There's still a chance. It's only 66 feet with a right to left wind, so it's not over yet. What is going on today, dude? What in the world? I'm shooketh. This is one of those rounds where I'm setting the bar way too high. Oh, that's like 5 or 6 in a row now. So we are 6 down heading into the back 9, and we are on the hardest hole out here, a par 4 that's like 900 feet away. A 3 feels like an eagle, maybe even albatross. I think the last tournament out here, this hole averaged over 5 strokes. My goal, get in bounds. I don't care if I'm in all of that rough off to the left. I do not want to go out of bounds over the road, because if this starts turning and it doesn't finish, you literally advance 90 feet. And that 6 down that I'm at right now can literally be taken away on this hole. So this is where I'm throwing my most overstable time lapse, hitting it on a flex line, but I know this thing is going to finish back to the left. Oh, please give me that road. Damn. I think I threw the right shot. I just threw it low. And this is where the strokes can really start adding up. Literally the same thing. If you try to get aggressive on this and you turn it over and it never comes back in bounds, you re-tee, the strokes can really start adding up. This bozo out of the way. I'm mainly just looking to get towards that next tee pad. I think in front of that dead tree would be perfect. Just sit in the fairway. Just sit in the fairway. Or skip. Yikes. This isn't really the best view to show you guys what I'm looking at, but you can see the basket at least. I've got all of this crap right in my way. Thankfully, I've got a hole over the top. Oh man, I am so bummed out that we just got a bogey. Best case. Okay, what I do not want to do is go out of bounds again. I might bring out that time lapse again just because it's overstable. It did just cost me a stroke, but at least I know this thing is going to come back. I just don't know if I can get the distance going over the top of the trees, but I guess we'll find out. I don't want to beat your guys' weight. Oh, well, I hit the tree in circle 2 and I don't think it came down. And good news, I thought I hit this tree and got stuck up there. It fought through to where now I have a C2. Please, please, please keep the C2 streak alive. Oh my God, I got this thing right in my way. You're not dead either, great. We'll go right here. Please, I need this one. That was going in. I hate to be that guy that was going in though. I mean, it was in line, I clipped the branches, it dropped it, and I hit the front of the cage. We got a double bogey. All right, well, we're gonna have to take that double bogey on the chin. We've got like a stretch of 3 to 5 birdie holes, depending on how you look at it, but definitely the next 3 are birdie opportunities. This one is 321 feet off to the right. A tough shot, but also kind of a tough putt. Currently, I feel no wind, so we're going MD1 through that right gap. Stay straight, stay straight. Woo! Again, this is the most hype I've ever been in a practice round. Okay, well, there's still no wind, but usually you can't feel the wind from up there. And this putt can get sketchy because you've got this ditch, you miss it. I've seen some nasty rollaways. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. Your boys just got a 20-footer. Previous hole hit me with that 1-2 combo, but we are swinging back, baby. I wasn't gonna hit it. Not with my good hand, at least. We got a headwind heading into the island hole, 310 feet. Normally I go forehand, but like I said in yesterday's video, I keep turning over my wrist. I do not want to risk that on this hole. I'm feeling very confident with the backhands. I'm gonna go envy right at the basket, throw it a little bit harder, because like I said, we do have that headwind. Be nice. Bounce back. A double bogey bounce back. Hold on, I want to throw one more. Sorry. I forgot, I'm getting a little too carried away. We gotta throw a few on the island hole. That one was kind of ugly. Oh! We're gonna leave it at 2. Hold on, I'll be right back. All good in the hood. It's a little wet, but we got it back. We also got our 2 strokes back. Huh! Let's go. What double bogey. Now we're back to square 1 at 6 down with lots of birdies left. All right, 310 feet downhill. I've been getting this hole a lot with the envy, but that's when the wind is down. I think we've got a left to right out there right now. I'm gonna trust my gut, go with the same disc. Just put it on a little bit more hyzer in case the wind tries to flip it up. Give it the height though so that it can work back to the left. I was lacking in the height department. I think that's in the circle though. I was right about that left to right wind. I was wrong about the height. We got a 15-footer. The birdie streak continues. Let's go. I've got a nice cushion heading into the gold layout. Still have one more hole to play of the regular layout, but then we'll head to the gold. Par 4, 663 feet. We've got that Mando to deal with. I'm not looking to get greedy on this hole. I just want to throw a good shot out there. Closer to the Mando tree, the better. What I don't want is this thing bailing off to the left because that just makes the approach that much harder. I know I did not get the distance, but I know that I'll have a forehand into the green. When you go too far left, you make that approach so much farther. And there's also this hill that you can see along the side, and if you land on that, the footing is horrible. So I am slightly pinched, but I've still got the forehand all day. I'd rather be short in here because it takes the ceiling out of play throwing the forehand skip shot. When you bail off to the left, you're actually throwing downhill. I don't know if the camera shows you or not, but when you're uphill trying to throw downhill and have a ceiling, so much harder. So I'd rather risk getting the distance off the tee and just come up here. That way I can throw the skip shot. Don't have to bring these dumb little branches into play. That's me rolling over my wrist. Come on, Nate. Come on. I don't have another FD3. I'll throw this. This is what I was trying to do. Notice the difference when I don't flick over my wrist? What the heck, dude? Oh my gosh, what is going on today? That prototype DD3 has been teasing me all day today. I was parked on hole 10. I just threw it in on accident, on purpose. I might as well give it a run. I mean, it's been one of those days, so let's just see what happens. Probably shouldn't have given it a run. It's in the circle though. Oh, that sucks so much more because I threw it in for the eagle and now I'm getting a bogey. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Serious from here on out. And we're heading into the gold. 6 down seems to be the magic number today, but that's where we're at heading into hole 15, 16, 17. 15. This is a par 5, like 900 feet or so. It's honestly an easy birdie to get. It's one of those holes where you just need to get as much distance as you can on all of your shots. Even if you're off the fairway, you can still get distance. So that's what we're gonna try and do. I'm going with my flippy DD3, hitting this gap, seeing if I can get it to hold the turn, and then we'll work from there. Way overturned it, but I got plenty of distance. Okay, so I'm off the fairway pretty bad, but we got the distance. This is kind of the only gap I have. And you can see the sunlight up there, and that's what I'm trying to get. Obviously, the farther the better. I think I'm just gonna go over the top, very overstable, but I'm gonna throw a roller. I don't care where it ends up as long as it's out there past these first initial trees. Okay, well, maybe this is an easy birdie. I guess what I should have said is I've seen a lot of people play what's called army golf, where they just kind of go off the fairway, and I've seen a lot of people get a birdie that way. Unfortunately, we did not get the distance on that second shot. So there's a little tunnel through those trees. The basket is just inside of that. So hopefully I can get to that wood line. I'm gonna go forehand, so I might as well throw this guy. He's been working today. Flex something down there. I do not want to be on the wood line to the right. There's absolutely nothing from there. So if I make a mistake, I just want to turn this over and have it stay turned. Well, I did just that. These last 4 holes, all the baskets are elevated, so I need to be kind of disciplined as far as putting them close and not get greedy running these. That was a horrible pitch up. It sat though. Just kidding, that was a pretty bad pitch up. If you're gonna lay up, you need to be inside 15 feet. Ooh, we still got the par. Hole 16, par 4, 415 feet. It is straight initially, then it's straight right uphill on top of a shelf. So now that we're looking this way, and then it's down the shelf off to the left. It's a pretty confusing hole. One shot if you want to be aggressive is to do a poke and hope up through the trees. That way you can get on top of the shelf, but that's just not my play because if you hit a tree, it is brutal. So my shot, A2, just go right down this hallway, try to get a flare off to the right, or mainly just pitching it up and then attacking on the second shot. I was not trying to do that. I got a little lucky. This is what I was trying to do. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll take the first shot. I wasn't trying to get around the trees and skip up the hill. I was trying to end up at the base of the hill. However, it worked out, so I'm not complaining. You can see this leaning over branch over there. Right at the base of that tree is where the basket's at. So I need to, this is actually not a good spot. You can see how all the trees are staggered. If I get more distance, I have hallways going down here. So that's why I wanted to do my original game plan. I got distance, I just don't have a line now. I think envy, yeah, okay. I think envy, and I'm just gonna try to flex it down there, see what happens. That went so much better than I thought. Well, all he needs a little luck to get a birdie sometimes. Here's that leaned over tree that I was talking about. Put it close. Missed my gap the first shot, but cleaned it up with the Envy. I almost missed that. I was trying to play it off, but I think it was pretty clear. This Envy's been giving me some birdies today. So we're currently at 7 down. The course keeps trying to keep me at 6 down, but that's not gonna happen. Hole 17, par 4, 751. The first shot, I'm going Dark Mole 2, which is also my beat up PD. I'm just wanting to hit this gap on some hyzer, make it around the corner, and then have a forehand into the green for the second shot. That was good, but like a perfect spot to be, you really need to hug the wood line. I think I carried a little too straight, but we can make it work. This isn't a horrible shot, but because I pushed too far up the hill, I kind of have this tree into play, and the basket is straight and then hooks off to the right. So I'm having a really skip flare now, whereas if I was like 30 more feet down here, it's just a straight hyzer shot. And I also take this hill out of play. The hill can really screw up the footing. So I'm just gonna go stand still, flat down this gap, keep it in the air, and then hopefully get a nice skip flare at the end. Oh, beat all the trees, beat all the trees. I did not beat all the trees. These are all the trees that I was talking about. Thankfully, I made it right up here to the edge. I knew I was flirting with these. I think I actually hit this big fat tree because I'm right here. We're at edge of circle with a birdie putt. Thank you so much. Lined up in between these two trees. Hopefully you guys can see. Oh, just give it the height. We're not jumping this one. I gave it the height. Ah, but I just airballed it. I'll leave you guys there. I'm over here. Okay, well, we got the par. It wasn't a bogey, and we're still at 7 down, not 6 down, so that's good. Final hole before we get our nice U-disc rating. I'm pretty sure we beat the 246 pending this hole. 420 feet. You've got this turnover line left or the backhand hyzer route to the right. I find more success going down the right gap because this hill is kind of in the way. So we are going to take the backhand hyzer route, going with the red DD3. Hopefully we can end it on one more good shot. I just got to miss all of those trees. Huh. Freak, 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 freak. All right, 7 down is just right there. Pitch it up. Put it close. We don't want no testas. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Nate, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? This course wants me to shoot 6 down, and I'm not having it, dude. I am not freaking having it. Okay, very elevated, just outside C2. C1, bang it in. Oh my gosh, that was so not worth it, but we did up our C2 stats. So 7-piece, baby, for a 251 rated round. 91% C1, 38% C2. We were hitting some big C2s today, but your boy's feeling good heading into the weekend. I will see you guys Monday. Good luck on any tournaments you guys have, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.